Cream-coloured ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favourite things.
Hey, so I wanted to come in and talk about some of the things I've been loving from May. Where shall I start? So at the moment I am reading Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix. This is the main reason why I came home, because I didn't have this book back in Wales. So I'm loving being back in my flat on my own, where no one can police me, and I can just walk around naked if I want to. Talking of walking around naked, I mean, I'm not naked, but today I'm in my little swimming shorts and my baggy, marble-y shirt. What else? I've reread First Love by Gwendoline Riley, one of my favourites, and loved it. Read this yesterday. So I'm probably going to be doing a thoughts on this book video soon, because she's one of my favourite authors. What else? Okay, so first of all, I've been loving these, which are Warburton's cinnamon and raisin bagels, and the reason that I love these is because they come already sliced in half, so I can just pop them into the toaster when I want to. I've been loving Butterscotch Angel Delight, which apparently serves 4 in one packet. I disagree, it serves one greedy person. And what I've been doing with this is I've been getting tinned mandarins, emptying them into a bowl, mixing this with milk, whisking it up till it's viscous and stodgy. Then I pour that onto the mandarins, and then I've been grating dark chocolate on top, and it is fucking amazing. So I've been loving that. Right, let me put that back in the freezer. Okay. What else have I been loving? Book-wise, I've been loving Beaches by Rebecca Perry, which is a poetry pamphlet she came out with recently. She's only had one poetry collection, which was her debut, Beauty, which was shortlisted for the Forward Prize, I think. But since then, this is the only book thing she's come out with, and I've been fucking loving this. So all the poems are called Beaches, so it's like a sequence kind of all about beaches, but one particular poem I loved. Actually, I'll just read you the first poem, and then you'll get more of a sense of what it's like. But I've been loving this, and I'm probably going to do a thoughts on this video soon as well. Okay. Beaches 1. You frown in your beautiful portrait, appearing dead even at the time, in a weak blue oval of an animal sky. What's wrong, my little peach? Tonight a wolf's eyes will glow, violet, in a forest you'll never see, in a place you can't know. Is that it? And somewhere is a whole beach, made of glass pebbles you will never lie down on, nor will your skin reflect its blue, green, white, and burn. So yes, loving this. What else have I been loving? I recently read this, Theft, which is Luke Brown's second novel. So this is about, I guess, being like mid-30s in the UK. So it's about kind of getting on the property ladder, which is why the book's called Theft, because it's basically like saying homeowners are thieves because they steal the land in the country. But I love it. So it follows the main character who is narrating it, and him and his sister inherit their mum's house up north after their mum dies. So it's all about them trying to sell the house. But it follows the main character, oh my god, I can't remember his name, Paul. So it follows Paul, and he's kind of, I don't know what you'd call him, a literary outsider kind of person. So at one point he was reviewing for a magazine, and then he comes across this writer called Emily Nardini, which I'm pretty sure is based on Gwendoline Riley, because I know Luke Brown from the uni on that, and Gwendoline Riley is one of his best friends, so I'm pretty sure Emily Nardini is based on Gwendoline Riley, so I was reading it, loving all the tea in it. But obviously, it's it's fiction, but I could read between the lines, so I was loving that. So yeah, I'm probably going to do a video on this soon too. But I really like this. His first book, My Biggest Lie, like this as well. But I mean, personally, I like this more. And this book's also about Brexit too. Right. What else have I been loving? I've been loving rereading the Harry Potter series. Probably going to do another video on them as a series, as a favourite books kind of thing, after I've finished Order of the Phoenix and written some of my fan fiction I'm going to write. I've been loving these on my PS2, Prisoner of Azkaban and Simpsons Road Rage. On Simpsons Road Rage, I've unlocked all the characters. I like playing Grandpa because he's just rude to passengers. And I've been liking this because I can play as Ron and Hermione, whereas in the earlier ones, you can only play as Harry. So, loving these. Okay. So a friend recommended Outline to me by Rachel Cusk and really, really liked it. It's probably not one of my long-term favourite books, but I did really enjoy what I read of it, and I'd happily read more of her. Another favourite was that I reread The Bell Jar, one of my faves, so I'm going to do a video on that too, because I've just got loads of videos that I can come out with. So yes, love The Bell Jar. What else have I been loving? I've been loving playing Pokemon on my Game Boy Advance SP. I got a Starmie up to level 100, so that was an achievement for the month. And that's an achievement being that I still don't have a job, so I'm trying to work that out. So this month, hopefully, I will have achieved getting a job or sorting something out in that direction. What else have I been loving? Baking. I've been baking lemon and poppy seed cake. Insert picture. I made cookies. Insert picture. So I've enjoyed baking. What else? I'm just looking at my notes of my favourite things this month. And I think the other thing was that I downloaded Mariah Carey's Butterfly album on iTunes. I don't know if people still do this, but I just love downloading music. You pay like £6 for an album or something. I don't know if people do that anymore. I think most people just download music now. But I'm like a conspiracy theorist, and I'm always worried that someone will hack the internet and I won't be able to listen to music anymore or watch YouTube anymore or anything. So I like downloading music and having movies, as you can see, so that if they hack the internet, whoever it is who's going to hack stuff, I can still watch movies and listen to music and stuff. And as my internet went down this month, well, it went down in May for like a week, I was actually... it's best to be prepared. So yes, I downloaded Mariah Carey's Butterfly album and loved it. If anyone's not sure what it should look like, on my wall I have a poster of what the album artwork looked like. So yeah, I've been loving that. The song Breakdown from that album I've been particularly loving. And other than that, I have been loving my car, Phyllis Babs, who didn't break down on the journey down to Wales or the journey back up. So I'm very, very grateful for Phyllis, and I absolutely adore my car. And another favourite was going down to see my parents in Wales. Normally I don't go home that much because after about a week of living with people, I just kind of start getting really... I wouldn't say anxious, but I just become very kind of shut down inside because I hate having to just creep around the house and people questioning me about what I'm doing. Like, why are you going out? Where are you going? Why have you bought food? to eat, obviously. And this time when I went down to Wales, it was my first time going back to Wales after January when my nan died. So I wasn't sure what it would be like going back home, because normally when I go back home I can see my nan, and obviously can't do that anymore. So that was quite weird. But aside from that, actually being back home I loved, because my parents for some reason were being extra considerate, I guess because of quarantine. They've been just locked in together for 2 months. So when they had another third person in the house, I guess they quite enjoyed it, and I guess they understand, Ed needs his own space. So that was lovely, actually, being back home. So I might go back home more now. But going back home and seeing my brothers and seeing my aunt and seeing my parents was a highlight of the month. And I just like being back in Wales because it's lovely there. Was that all my favourites? So yes, that was my May favourites. So yeah, next I will probably do... Next I will probably do a spotlight on this book, because I love Gwendoline O'Reilly. So I'll see you tomorrow, probably. Bye.